Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and there's bad news for one Charles Schumer. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Poor Charlie Schumer. You know, he really desperately wants to be the Senate Majority Leader again. Don't see that happening anytime soon, and at a certain point, you start to wonder, as the nation changes, as people move more to the right, if not only he has to worry about Republicans winning elections, but he has to worry about people from his own party defecting to the Republicans. And there's one senator in particular whose name keeps popping up in these conversations. And it used to be, and you guys remember this probably, Joe Manchin, and even Kristen Sinema to a point. People would say they're moving so far to the right, you know, and really what it was they were moving to common sense. They weren't moving to the right. They were just moving to common sense. Well, that to Democrats is to the right because they're the party of insanity. So if you move to sanity, that's to the right, according to them. One name keeps popping up in these conversations. That's the name of Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman. Now, Fetterman has been a staunch supporter of Israel and the Trump White House's policies towards Israel. And now he's a supporter of something else President Trump has done, and that is the strike on the Venezuelan boat carrying narcotics into the United States, allegedly. He thinks it was a good thing. He talks about the destruction these products have done to our children, and not just our children, our families torn apart. I've had 3 cousins pass away from narcotics. It tears up families and takes away good people who get caught up in this. Almost every family, may they rest in peace, almost every family has been touched by this. I like what Fetterman had to say here, and I want you to hear it. And let me know what you think in the comments.
In highly provocative move, the Pentagon says. The word tonight from Reuters is that Trump is considering a strike inside Venezuela. What are your thoughts on that, Dakota?
I mean, look, I think that we finally have a leader right now who's willing to put whatever America needs first. And I think that we need to do that all across the globe. I think we need to go after these terrorist organizations, these people who are coming in and are hurting our citizens. And we need to do whatever it takes to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
We talked about Chris Van Hollen in Common Sense. Senator John Fetterman, who was also a Democrat, went against his party when he put this on the Post, saying overdose takes 100,000 American lives every year. Cartels wage this war against our nation every day. Maybe it's time for our nation to push back and hold the cartels fully accountable. I mean, Americans, the voters, you look at the numbers, they want these people held accountable, Wendy.
And isn't that a bipartisan passion? I mean, I can't imagine. We talk about 80-20 issues. Isn't this 100-0 that we want to protect Americans from dangerous drugs? And with those drugs come all of the rest of the casualties, shall we say, of the cartel activity. I mean, this kind of activity is just on so many levels absolutely abhorrent to most Americans, including Democrats, that Fetterman is usually making news when he speaks common sense, so to speak, even if that means breaking with this party. So God bless him for speaking up and speaking truth.
It amazes me that if Trump said, OK, we're going to take it, and they said, OK, we're going to let all the drug dealers go, do whatever you want with them, with the left would say, yes, that's exactly what we wanted. We want all the drugs to come in. We want all the drug dealers to be not hassled at all. That's what we finally want. That's not the answer.
No, it's not. And you know what? No, there's nobody on either side of the road that's actually going to argue with that. It's the, well, they didn't get due process.